be worlds apart, maybe in magazines, but you still be my star. Baby,
when one goes to court of law, at least in Western civilizations, you are sworn when you're giving a testimony, and a part of what you swear is you pled to give all the truth, nothing but the truth. And so basically what the oath includes is that you don't omit information. So that would be a definition for truth as we see it. So you're forthcoming of all your knowledge about something. Every single time I go for a cycle run and I feel that I achieve goals that I thought were forever lost for me, that I would never be able to do this based on what my doctors have told me. That here's the disease progression, this is how it's going to go, that we don't see anything but a bleak future for you. It might take a while, but still the future is bleak. No mention about you might want to consider doing this and doing that, and this might alleviate your condition in somehow or make your life more bearable. Just talk about a Finnish guide for what is MS. Then information about Tech-Fidera. And I thought I had Tusabri somewhere in here. No, it wasn't Tusabri, it was Rebiff. I don't know if it focuses somewhere there. Rebiff treatment. And then yet another guide about MS. Another guide about MS. Massa. That's the nickname for MS in Finnish. Massa also means that something is broken. Their definition is truth is a double-blinded study, which is a hoax anyway, to benefit big pharma. So yeah, exercise, that is in some, I actually have a link to an exercise video on my site, but it kind of talks about take it very gently and, if what do you call it, try to avoid excess. So what I've found, that the harder I exercise, the better I feel in the long. Obviously, actually now I feel quite good. I feel like a normal person after an exercise. You've got this endorphin, I don't know what the name is. Endorphin is the Finnish name. But it's something that you secrete when you're exercising and makes you feel good. That's the feeling I have now. You can get it from having a good sauna or anything like that. But anyway, omitting parts of the truth is lying. And pretty much all my neurologists have lied. by that definition they're liars. The only people who have kind of been forthcoming about exercise is the chiropractors, because they study your movement and how you move and your dexterity on your fingers and your ability to do certain standing on one foot, and how big of a squeeze do you have in your arms and or hands. Now I just a couple of days ago I watched a video by Arnold Schwarzenegger when he had been masked as a Gold Gym employee, and his instruction to the people exercising there was, when it burns, it grows. And now when I'm cycling, certain hills and places where you really need to push, then the only thing that I'm thinking in my mind, when it burns, it grows. Well, for me, I'm not interested in growing, I'm just interested in making it function properly. And one of the things is that I was thinking when I was exercising, that if you're training and if you're an athlete, one thing that is commonly heard is that you pannaan hermotukset kuntoon. So you're doing sport-specific activity to actually get your nerves triggering right. So this is what I'm trying to do. Do you want to see the pictures, Rebecca?
No, I have to go.
Okay.
Bye.
So, yeah. I always get these thoughts when I'm
And that's when you
cycling.
need me there. With you I'll always share. Because when the sun shines, we
Now,
shine together.
looking at my footage on the Canon, I used to have this dream of a fast glass, and I think this dream has been rekindled. The problem is I went to Verkkokauppa last, was it Thursday, I guess it was, and I had a look at them, but I would like my f-stop value be something like 1 point something, which is money wise we're talking 2,000 euros, or yeah, it depends on what type of a lens. I would need to investigate a bit more what type of a lens would be optimal for shooting videos. But I'm miffed at, because this here that I'm using, the phone, I can pretty much pick it up in any condition and create a video, and it's viewable. Obviously the depth of field is miles long, so that isn't so pretty, but there are challenges. I shall look into this.
Always be your friend. Took an oath, I'ma stick it out to the end. Now that it's raining more than ever, know that we'll still have each other. You can
So,
sail under my umbrella.
My sister's son, Olli, made it to the national side of Finland playing basketball today at Hartwall Arena. And my sister Riina is visiting, so we'll pack up our stuff and drive to Hartwall Arena. If you remember one of the videos I pointed it out, I've painted the building, but what do you call it? The point being, it's quite astonishing that it's an under 16 years national side, so it's fairly impressive that he gets to play for. If you get to play for any national side, that's pretty impressive. And I haven't done anything physical or not even sat down for a long time today. I'm feeling alright. Going to the basketball game now, and then I'm gonna bring Rina home, and then we're gonna go and what do you call it? I'm gonna go and cycle. I'm becoming more and more convinced that physical activity is key for my well-being with this condition. So it's a different game. It's not as pronounced with women versus men's football or ice hockey, but it's still, the boys' stuff is different than men's. I think that was the first 3-point score that Finland made. So they don't throw them in as constantly as men do. But anyway, Olli, my nephew, is sitting there on the 14, on the adverts, number 14. Quite impressive to have a relative playing on the national. So there's a bit more audience. And the men's game. And Olli didn't get to play that much. But, you know, it's a team game. The coach decides. But I guess we'll head home in a minute. We'll watch the third quarter and then we'll go. So, good morning. I think I shall now start posting my video. I'll compile it and put it online, and I now think I've found out the glass that I want to be purchasing, but let's see. I'm looking at a used one at the moment, and Olympics are on. There's a game behind me. I think it's women's football. And what happened yesterday? A Finnish ping pong or table tennis player won his first match. I think it's the first ever Finn to play table tennis. So that's kind of impressive. And he won the game. This morning for the longest time I had this unpleasant stiffness or jerkiness when I got out of bed. I've been feeling very good for the past 2-3 days, but now for some reason feeling horrible. Don't know why. I'm taking Noah to the airport later on today. Let's see. But anyway, he's flying back to England. The men won their game in basketball yesterday against Germany. Ty, Rise's husband, he wasn't too impressed with the German side, that they rested a couple of good players that he would have wanted to see. I don't know enough about basketball to say yes or no to that. But now, Jesus is King.